Welcome back, everybody. And if you're just joining us, you're in for a very, very serious treat. Very simple, very easy to make, but very delicious. This is the cousin of the gravy. We call this the chicken gravy. Here's what you're gonna need. Chicken broth, onions, boneless chicken thighs, broccoli, salt, pepper, parsley, garlic, little baby spinach, Parmigiano, Romano cheeses, whatever you like. I think that's it. Bam, pot. I'm gonna turn that on. So first things first, we're gonna get our chicken broth in a pot and get it heated up. It's a little shallow, so I'm gonna use this other one I have here. You kinda want the pot to be like halfway. The onion goes in the broth first because we want that to melt completely, and that will take the longest. Don't hurt me. Got this on a high heat. About a half of an onion. A big sweet onion. We're gonna season our chicken. So we use boneless thighs because the meat is voluptuous. I need it evenly peppered, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a test. Take notes. And we're gonna salt it up. Don't be afraid. Get it all on there. Bam, 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 bam. Make it rain. Freeze dried, whatever. It was all I could find. We're in a pandemic. I take some garlic. I'm gonna lightly push some on top of each thigh, right? And I don't want to touch the spoon to the chicken because the chicken's raw, and this is going back and forth into the jar here. And my fingers are clean. I'll wash them, mommy. So now this is seasoned. My broth is starting to boil. We timed this out quite nicely. Carefully take these chickens here. Try not to get any of the seasonings to fall off. And then they just go right in like that. We don't use a thickening agent. I don't put water and cornstarch or none of that. What ends up happening is my next ingredient is what really thickens the gravy and gives it its texture. So I use broccoli. Let me show you how we do that. Oh yeah, there's about 1.7 pounds of chicken in here, and this is a 3-pound bag of broccoli. So I kind of want to match the broccoli to the chicken because the broccoli is just gonna melt. And you can use fresh broccoli, you can use frozen broccoli, it does not matter. We doing this crisis in style. You're matching the broccoli to the chicken just like you would do the onions to the beef in the other gravy. So now your job is to let this sit and boil and cook until the chicken starts to shred, and then you get to your next step. So you got about an hour and a half wait time, and you just gotta watch it and stir it, keep it on high. Right now it's ugly, and it's gonna get even uglier, but it's gonna be delicious. So at this point, you just let it rock. Every 10 minutes or so, stir it. Make sure it's bubbling. You don't want it to boil over, so we hit a new world record here with the chicken gravy today. It's only been about 35-40 minutes. My chicken is already shredding and my broccoli is already melting. Come get a look at this. These chicken thighs are just falling apart and the broccoli is disappearing. And now you can see my broth is thickening up a little bit. Can add another ingredient in there. Spinach. I sure love spinach. And just make sure there ain't no weird greasy shit going on in here. We're gonna go little by little. But this is starting to smell real fine. Looking forward to this being done. This actually is cooked very fast. Now that I have my spinach in here, I'm gonna get started on making rice because this goes on top of rice. This dish is known to go over pasta, rice. You can put it over potatoes. You can really do anything with it. But my lady loves the rice. This is gonna basically melt and this is gonna become even more green. Maybe I should call this the green gravy. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more to a medium so that it simmers while I cook my rice. Because this is cooking really fast. So my cook time was off. More cooking show happening now. So this is what we're gonna do. We got 2 cups of rice here. I'm gonna wash it though. I don't know if y'all rinse your rice. Always clean your rice. You don't know who the packed your rice. Look at that shit. That is some dirty water. So I have 2 cups of rice. I know I need 1.5 cups of water for each cup of rice. 3 cups. Look at that. 1.5 cups. Oh yeah. Chicken is shredding. Broccoli is like one with it now. I'll turn it back up a little bit. Put a little salt here in the water for the rice. So of course we're gonna put a little butter in there with the water for the rice. It's good for its soul. Water's boiling, rice is going in. Ah, shit. Now we gotta lower it, cover it, forget about it. Your gravy is bubbling now. Look at this, holy cow. This chicken is shredding apart. The broccoli's pretty much all melted. Spinach is holding together, but hard pressed to find an onion in there right now, which means this is getting to be about done. Overall, it's just about having a good time. Good old fashioned fun, wherever you're from, doesn't matter. We've done all we can to the poor girl, man. We're gonna turn her down now. Medium, still simmer. You got about 25 minutes to wait for the rice, and that'll be the gravy's finishing time. Whoa, what the? About 5 minutes before you take your rice out, shut the fire off of this. This needs to cool, congeal, and become part of your meal, you understand? Now, follow me on Instagram, and you'll find all about more other things that I do. And you wouldn't call that a soup, would you? You know, I make this sort of thing every couple of months. It's delicious. I love it. Please, don't be afraid to try it. So I'm gonna turn this off now. It's over. This is good. The thickness there, I didn't put anything in it. It's just vegetables, chicken, and chicken broth. A little bit of seasonings, a little bit of garlic. That's it. And you get this. I'm satisfied with myself. It's time. The moment of truth is upon us. You see that? It's got the holes all nice and cooked and shit. 1 scoop. 2 scoops. This is how I like to do it. It's kind of my thing. Some grated cheese. Bam. This is some of the best stuff I can make. Hot. I wonder what kind of a restaurant would serve this dish. Thank you very much for tuning in again and sticking with us all through this quarantine time. Like this video, share it with your friends, make this food. Send me messages. I'm not that lonely. This has been Chicken Gravy.